So in this video, I'm showing you the products that I've either repurchased the most this year or kept turning to because I know they won't fail me. Basically, if I could pick just one product from each category to use year round, these would be it. For reference, my skin type is dry and sensitive and dehydrated in the winter, and in the summer it leans more combination oily. I'm also prone to clogged pores and hyperpigmentation from breakouts, which is a really fun combination, guys, and that's why I think I try so many products. Also note that I started Accutane a month ago, so my skin will be changing quite a bit in the next couple of months, so I will document that process. So without further ado, here are my favorite skincare products of the year. So for a first cleanse, so cleansing balm, cleansing oil, my favorite is Farmacy Green Clean. This is a cleansing balm that's really popular and for a good reason. It breaks down all of my makeup as I massage it gently into my skin while it's dry, and I like to do it for about a minute because it just smells really good and feels nice on the skin. And then I take some water and start kind of massaging the water onto my skin, and then you rinse it off. There's no residue or heavy feeling. It's just a treat to use. Also in the first cleanse category is the Bioderma micellar water. This is the holy grail for me. I've been using it since I was in my teens. It's a micellar water that you put on a cotton pad and then sweep it over your face to remove any makeup, dirt, oil, sunscreen. So I use this when I feel too lazy to do a cleansing balm. Yeah, it's just quicker. Next, my favorite cleanser of the year is the CeraVe Hydrating Cream to Foam Cleanser. This one just does the most for me. It's super gentle, non-fragranced, and really hydrating, and it's the perfect second cleanse because it does remove makeup, sunscreen, all of that, but it really doesn't strip your skin. So sometimes when I'm just wearing super light makeup or sunscreen and I can't even be bothered to use the Bioderma, in the shower I'll just use this twice and my skin is perfectly cleansed. I've given it to my mom, she loves it, and then I think my dad uses it too. Now we're moving into toners. So toner, I like to use it after I cleanse, before I do any of my serums or moisturizers, really to kind of put a bit of hydration on my face that I can then lock in. I think it's just a nice to have, and it's the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Wild Oat Hydrating Toner. So this one is alcohol free and safe for sensitive skin, and what I like to do is pour it on the palm of my hand, pat my hands together, and then pat all over my face. It's quite thick and milky, almost like an essence, and whenever I want to go for that glass skin look, I make sure to use that toner. I think if your skin is dry, dehydrated, or irritated, that one would be a really, really nice step to kind of reset and calm your skin before you moisturize. Okie dokie, now moving into serums, and serums are my favorite step because I notice the most results when I use a good serum that works for my skin. And there's so many serums on the market and it can be kind of overwhelming to know what to pick. So let's start with clarifying serums. What I mean by clarifying is they're not acne treatments per se, but they really, really help to calm down the inflammation and red marks that are left behind. The first one I have here is the Consonant Skincare Vitamin B3 and Zinc Serum, and I talk about this serum so often, but I really, really love it that much. I think this is my third bottle, and when I am breaking out, it just helps the breakouts heal in peace. And when I'm dealing with the red marks from breakouts, it really, really helps to calm down that redness. I feel like my skin is just much more balanced when I use this. Highly recommend. Now for a soothing serum, so when my skin is irritated and I don't really want to do anything crazy to it, I just want it to be calm and happy, I really loved the Aveeno Oat Serum. It's a really nice consistency that's kind of similar to the Consonant one. I just ordered a replacement of that serum so I can use it throughout the winter. Great for all skin types, especially if you're looking for a hydrating serum. I think that one is a wonderful place to start. Okay, so the next category is my splurge kind of serum. Just think of the Aveeno Oat Serum, but times 1,000. And it's the Consonant hydrextreme. And I think the reason it's so expensive is that it uses a kind of rare ingredient derived from a flower that's supposed to be way superior than a hyaluronic acid serum in their tests that they conducted. I really find that this leaves my skin super plump and dewy, especially if my skin is flaking or dry, or my skin barrier is just like not happy. I think it's like a one and done hydrating step that can really be tolerated across skin types. This is my second bottle. I definitely use it sparingly because it is expensive. Honestly, like 2 drops for my entire face and it's fine, because you don't want to like douse your skin in serum. I just kind of like to have a thin layer all over my face. I love it. I know it's expensive, but I just have to say it. Now we're moving into moisturizers, and I have 2 here. One is a gel type and one is a bit of a thicker cream. So the first one is the roche-posay toleraine fluide. So it's the fluid version. They have 2 kinds, this one and then a cream version. I prefer the fluid one. It's just a super basic, like no frills type of moisturizer. Not fragrance, not irritating, really soothing. I know it's good because Calvin, my husband, he really does not like skincare. He says it feels sticky and he just doesn't like it, but he'll use this when his skin is dry. This is actually on his side of the bathroom these days. The next one, and this is probably like my favorite, almost dropped it. This is probably like my favorite product like of the year, and it's the roche-posay cicaplast balm B5. And if my skin is irritated or breaking out or peeling, this makes it all better. And it also has like antibacterial properties because of the zinc. So even when I'm breaking out, like I just feel like it really soothes and helps my skin heal a lot faster. I did like a whole blog post just on this product. That's how much I love it. I will repurchase this like for life. Okay, just a few categories left. We're going on to sunscreen now. And again, I have 2. The first one I have here is the Allie Extra UV Gel SPF 50 plus. It leaves your skin so glowy and smooth looking. I used it all summer long. This is the sunscreen that I brought to my mini honeymoon. I'm also using it right now in the winter. I find it just so gentle and easy to apply, and it leaves the most beautiful like sheen glow on your skin, where it's not oily, but it's just like such a nice sheen. If you can get your hands on this, I highly recommend. The next sunscreen is a physical sunscreen, and it's the Axis Y No Stress Complete sunscreen. I also reviewed this earlier this year, and it has stayed a staple of mine. I emptied it like a few months ago and placing an order soon, so that's definitely in my basket. It was sold out for months and months, and now it's back. Has a similar consistency actually to the La Roche-Posay Cicaplast. It starts off like a thicker kind of cream, but with the warmth of your skin, it just melts in like butter and doesn't leave like a very heavy feel. Also SPF 50, also has niacinamide and some other good ingredients, and just feels really soothing and nice on the skin. Now let's move on to acne treatments. Honestly, the thing that worked best for me is benzoyl peroxide. I know not everyone tolerates benzoyl peroxide very well. It really worked to treat my acne, but it left my skin feeling really sensitive and red. So it was definitely a trade-off, and that's kind of what led me to start Accutane in November, because my skin was just going through a cycle of breaking out, and then benzoyl peroxide works and keeps it clear for a bit, and then I stopped using it because I don't want my skin to be so irritated and red when it's not breaking out, and then eventually it starts breaking out again. And it was just this cycle that I've endured for years. And finally, I just decided to start Accutane as kind of a longer term fix. So far so good, so I haven't been using the benzoyl peroxide as much. And when it comes to Accutane, I am documenting the process and will share kind of my experience once I'm done. My last 2 products are not actually for your face, but it's for your scalp, which I think counts. I mean, scalp is skin. And the product is the Inkey List Glycolic Acid Exfoliating Scalp Scrub. Since I was a teen, I really had dry scalp that was oily at the same time and would accumulate a lot of dead skin. And I've tried scalp scrubs before, but I always found they were like too rough, and they kind of like made my hair frizzy because it kind of rubs against your hair as well as your scalp. And I never really found one that I liked until this one. It's kind of like a liquidy texture that has a really convenient nozzle opening. So I just kind of section my hair and then massage it in and leave it for 10 to 15 minutes before showering. and then shampoo everything out. And I just find it leaves my hair and scalp feeling really refreshed and clean. It's really gentle, so if you're looking for something a little extra for your scalp, this is a great place to start because it's pretty affordable and quite gentle. Those were my absolute favorite skincare products of the year. Personally, tried and true, will repurchase for many years to come. I'd love to know if you've tried any of these products and if you also love them like I do, or if you have any recommendations that you think I'll like, leave them down below, because obviously I love researching and testing out different products if I think they'll work well for me. And I think going into 2022, my approach will be keeping things very simple, very soothing and hydrating. Accutane will be like a really big turning point in my skincare journey, and I can't wait to update you on how that all goes. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a happy and safe New Year's.